everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to today's video. It is 2023. So I did a number of what we called fantastic looks for the year 2022, and I want to continue with that. And of course they're at random, they're not really on any kind of a schedule, but I thought that I would start out with one for 2023 for today. And I thought, well, this is the beginning of the year, the beginning of a new collection of fantastic looks, and what a better way to start out with all of that than with skincare and foundation and primer and all those type of things. So I want to do a little bit of like the prep work before I do the actual colored makeup products. So anyway, I'm going to go in with a toner. I did a mask and I put a little tinted lip balm on, but that's all I've done. So I'm going to go in with this little toner here, this hydrating toner from CLIV. I've really been enjoying it lately. It's not a clarifying toner, it's a hyaluronic hydrating toner. So it's really great for right after you've done those kind of skin treatments, that have like brightening or exfoliating or any of those kind of things, or a glycolic peel, or physical type peel, like a mask. Anyway, I really like this. It's really nice. It's called Multi Hyaluronic Hydrating Toner, and I got this in an Ipsy bag. Amazing little product. It's Korean skincare. So anyway, I'm just going to use that, and then I thought what we would do for today is we'd go in with all these wonderful products from LYS. So I have a little bit of serum here from LYS as a part of the prep, and so I want to go in with that right off the bat. It's Think Bright Glow and Hydrate Serum, and it's got these wonderful hydrating properties, but it also brings a glow to the skin. And so I'm going to use about 2-3 drops of that and just apply that all over the skin, including the eyes. And this is amazing, especially on top of that toner, because you've already got something for, the hydrating properties to cling to when your face is already damp. So this has vitamin C and hyaluronic acid in it. Amazing product. I love it. And it pairs really, really well with the foundation. So I'm going to let that kind of dry down just for a second. And I have several products from LYS. So while that's drying, I'll go in and I'm going to use this glossy lip treatment oil that I have from them. And I've got some product on my lips, but I'm going to put a little more. And just tap it in. And it looks like you got lip gloss on when you put it on top of, I had a tinted lip balm on, is what I had on. So when you put that on top of the tinted lip balm, it looks like lip gloss. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. And I'm really happy with that. I really like that product a lot. Okay, now I need a little bit of sunscreen, so I'm going to go in with this one from Bare Republic. I really enjoy this one, y'all. I received this in, you gotta shake it up though. I received this in a PR, but I keep reaching for it. It's really nice. It's tinted. It doesn't take much at all. Just it works like as a primer as well, and it's like a lotion. So it works, it's like a hybrid kind of a thing. It works as a moisturizer and also as a sunscreen and as a primer. And you see that little pea-sized amount just covered my whole face. And it doesn't leave a white tint. It's got broad spectrum SPF 30. And it's a cream to a powder, so it has a drier type finish. And it feels awesome. Cruelty-free vegan product. Non-GMO. Yay, really great stuff. And I got that from Stylevana. All right, now let's go on with foundation. I'm going to use this one here from LYS. We're continuing with LYS. I really like this. I keep reaching for it and reaching for it. So I'm going to put a couple of pumps on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to use a foundation brush. And then we'll pounce it in with a sponge. So I just want to dab it on. And if you'll notice, I didn't do my brows or anything like that before I came on camera. This shade, y'all, it looks like it's a bit light for me, but it's really not. It's called the Triple Fix Serum Foundation in the shade LN3. And it's really a good shade match for me, I think. And once it dries down, and I like to get up underneath my eyes because it helps provide coverage for the circles. And so I just try to, you know, kind of paint that on evenly with the brush. And I like doing my brows after I get my base and everything on, because, you know, there's product that gets in your brows and I don't want that to cover up the brow pencil or the brow gel or the serum or whatever I'm using. So anyway, okay, and just take whatever's on the brush down the neck. And you see, just by looking at my skin, oops, my hair's tangled up in my fingernail. There we go. You see by the look on my how fair I am on my neck that this is a really good match for me. My skin is kind of on the ruddy side a little bit, and I have a tendency to have hyperpigmentation and other discolorations and uneven skin tone that makes foundations look like they're too light for me, but I'm trying to match my neck. See, so that is a really good match, I think. Alright, and then with the sponge, this is the LYS sponge. See, there's the little logo. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. But anyway, I'm just going to pounce this in. And this will help remove any brush streaks, and it'll help the makeup to actually go into the skin instead of sitting on top of the skin. So I just wanted to take a little time today and just kind of give you guys my basic foundation routine and use some products that I've been reaching for over and over this last few months. I don't use them every time I put on makeup, but I do use them quite often, and I do like them, and I think they work really well together. And I think this is a really good brand. I really like the way that they put skincare in their products. You know, there's skincare in everything that I've just applied to my face so far. And you see it doesn't take long. I mean, it just sinks right into the skin. It's not, you don't have to fight with it or wrestle with it. That's beautiful. Okay, now a little concealer, and I just got this in my Boxy Charm. It's the Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. So I'm really excited about trying this. And I wanted to try it with the other products just to see how it's going to perform. And this shade is LN3, which is the same as the foundation. So I don't think it's going to be a brightening concealer, but I think it's going to be a good match for my skin. It's going to match the foundation really, really well. I like that long wand. So anyway, there's quite a bit of product in this container. I like everything from LYS and how it's shaped like a triangle too. Okay, so back in with the sponge. I'm going to take advantage of that fine little tip and get up in there in those tight little places. So there you go. It feels hydrating. And it's not especially brightening underneath the eye, but it does cover up. So actually I'm quite happy with that. Then I'm just going to take whatever's left and just go down the center of the nose. So we will be coming back to this. This is a under eye concealer that you can start out with, and then if you feel like you want to brighten even more, you can. So there's not a problem with that at all. Okay, and then while we're here, before we use any kind of powder, I want to go in with this cream blush. And I'm just going to use the back of my finger here, and I'm just going to tap that in. I mean, you could use a brush if you wanted to, but since it's a cream, I feel like the warmth from my hand, my fingers, really warms up the product. And it's just easier for it to melt right into the skin that way. Not just the warmth from my face, but the warmth on my finger as well. And this kind of helps bring a little bit of color, you know, back into the skin. Anything you feel like you may have lost, you know, from the foundation. And just blend that out. And you can take your foundation sponge and you can just go around it to help blend it and soften the edges. Ta-da! That's starting to look really pretty. Okay, now before we go any farther, I want to set underneath my eyes, and so I'm going to use this OPV powder. It's really finely milled, and I'm not going to really bake, but I am going to take the sponge and dip into it and then just scrape off, you know, the excess, and I'm going to set underneath the eyes where that concealer was. I'm going to stay away from the cheek area, and I'm going to go around the nose, then I'm going to go back into the powder and smooth it off and go into the other side. And again, give the nose a really good powdering. And then this place up here on my forehead, I want to powder that. And then I want to powder right here around my mouth and my chin, because that's where the makeup breaks up. So just a little bit of powder, not a whole lot, because I am a mature woman with aging skin and I do not want to make texture and a lot of, you know, my wrinkles and all those type of flaws to show up, which powder can accentuate all of that, especially if you know, use quite a bit of it. So I'm just going to be conservative with the powder today. Alright, and now the last step from LYS is this beautiful bronzer. Oh, I didn't give you the shade name of the blush, did I? It's called Confident Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush. So it goes on cream and it dries down to a matte finish, but it's in the shade Confident. And the shade name of the bronzer is Motivate. No Limits Matte Bronzer Motivate, which is the light shade. And it's a really nice shade for me. So I like using this big old brush here from Complex Culture. And I just load up the brush. And I just place it in like a C, and I just push it up into the hairline and go around the temple and then just right there in the hollow of the cheek, and then with whatever's left over I can take it down here underneath the chin and just blend down to define that jawline and kind of hide that double chin. And then I just do the very same thing on the other side. Start right there and then go right up into the forehead area and just swoop that around in a like a C motion. Push it up into the hairline, and then with whatever's left I just come right here underneath the chin and bring it down the neck and just define that jaw area, and then maybe a little bit more just right there underneath the chin. And it just pushes all that back, all that heaviness on my face back, and that is beautiful. And I like that. I like this makeup look. I like the way that it looks on my skin. Okay, and then I have a highlighter here. It's called Aim High. This is from LYS. Is it's in the shade Brave, which is a little bit on the coppery side. Let me show you. It's kind of a gold. But anyway, if you apply it lightly, like with right there, with the tip of your finger, it's a liquid, and just put it right there on the top of the face, right there on the highlight, just a little bit. All you need is like a little drop. See it? It shows up better on this side where the light is coming in the window. And it's just a really nice natural highlighter. It's not anything that's crazy glowy, but you can build it up. And then with the last little bit, I'll just go right down the nose, right there on the tip of the nose. And if you have anything left over, you can always just put a little spot right there on your chin, just to bring the high points of the face out a little bit. Okay, and that is the base. Everything except for the brows and of course the eye look. But you could leave this lip on or you could add to it. But anyway, that is how to get a fantastic foundation look. Fantastic. I love it. My skin looks plump, it looks hydrated, it looks healthy, it looks glowy. It's got a nice bit of color, and I don't look overdone or cakey in any way. And I'm really happy with it. So anyway, I wanted to share these products with you guys and do a fantastic look to start off the year. When you start out your makeup look, you want good skincare and you want good foundation and you want a good base. All right, that's it for me today, you guys. God bless you today is my prayer. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. Give me a thumbs up.